What's going on, everyone? It's gonna be a quick live. Beast, what's going on? Hawkins, what's going on? Sunfire Brown, what's going on? How y'all doing? We're gonna talk about the game, and then we're gonna get up out of here. It's a lot that I want to talk about, but we're gonna do it just an hour. I'm not gonna be on here a long time because, as I said before, it's the same thing every week. Um, Once again, we see a team. We play a team that I know for a fact we better than. I don't know what's going on the offensive side of the ball. No adjustments being made. We taking our time getting down the field when we down 2 touchdowns. Amari Miller makes the play. He turns it up for 10, 15 yards. Then he disappears. Kamani McLean gets in the game at the end. I don't know, man. At this point, this is a confusing team, man. You know, but I will say I do respect the effort from the defense. Coach Kelly did, I mean, he called some questionable calls on the defense side of the ball, but they did keep us in the game. Surprisingly, the offense was the issue. So Sunfire Brown says, why do we keep playing the door like that? It is apparent he's injured. I just don't get it. I don't get it as well. It's the same thing every single week. Even the announcers, if you guys watch the game, you can clearly hear them talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Why haven't they put a tight end out there to help the line? Why haven't they put some bigger running backs in the game? Why are we seeing Dylan Edwards trying to block for his life? I just don't understand that. It's looked like it didn't matter whether it was offensive coordinator Sean Lewis or this former NFL offensive coordinator everybody was talking about. It looked like it wasn't no difference. But yeah, definitely a great game. It was a good game. B said, I don't think Colorado gonna make a bowl game this year. I mean, I still believe in this team. Let's think about us being down only a touchdown against arguably a top 10 team. You know what I'm saying? This team beat UCLA. This team beat a lot of real good teams. So, I mean, to say we won't have a bowl game this year, I think that's reaching a little bit. But, I mean, I can understand why you feel that way. They are hot garbage. Mama Tia in the house, she said Shadur played injured. Yes, he did. Vaughn, what's going on? Rod says Arizona beating UCLA, by the way. Okay. Zerny says work the middle slant action. Same old-ish, just a different day. I agree. It's the same thing every single day. Every single day. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link. As I said before, this won't be a long live because I'm tired of the same stuff every single weekend. It's like I don't understand. The first is the O-line. Yep, I agree. But the thing about it is, you have to blame a little bit of whoever recruiting. You got to get some bigger guys in there. We do have a 6'5". Who is that? We have a 6'5" recruit offensive lineman that we just signed. I think his name Isaiah. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. We have an interview with him this upcoming week. But the offensive line definitely is hurting us for sure. So we're gonna bring optimistic in the room. What's going on?
Man, what's good, bro? What's good?
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You hear me now?
Let's see. For some reason I still can't hear you. Say something now.
All right, let me come back out. You want me to come?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You may have to bag out the app and then try it again. Warner says they don't believe in a run game. They don't. Did you guys hear the announcer say, now we're running the ball? We started to run the ball when the game is already over with, or it's damn near over with. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's painful for a fan, a supporter that really want to see this team win. That's painful to sit there and watch this. Let's try to bring optimistic back.
Can you hear me now?
All right, can you say something?
Yeah, you hear me?
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Let me try my iPad. Hold on, let me get my iPad.
Is it me? Can y'all hear optimistic? Put a one in the chat if you can hear optimistic. I just want to make sure it's not me. I
Can
can't
you hear me?
hear.
You still can't hear me?
Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear. If not, it may be on your end.
You can
Let
they
me
hear
see. I
me?
don't have you muted, so yeah. I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Let me try to bring in somebody else. King, I see you in the back. What's going on, King?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
What's going on, King? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on the back end. Maybe it's StreamYard just tripping this live. But yeah, y'all, man, this is painful. It's every single. I can hear him. You can hear him. Yeah, I couldn't hear him for some reason. I don't know why. Um, FP says, "Do you believe?" I I I, I believe that we could get to a bowl game. I really do. Um, but what's killing us is it's the coaching. Once again, it's coaching is what's hurting us. Appreciate you for the super chat, by the way. You know what I'm saying? My mind is just on the game. I forgot to thank you on that. Definitely thank you on the super chat. But yeah, man, it's. I mean, I believe. I really think we can get in the bowl game. We play Arizona, a team we should beat. Um, but I mean, it's going to take a lot for us to get in there. Okay, say something now, King.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I don't know why I can't hear.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello,
Yeah, everybody putting a one in the chat, so
hello.
I don't know why I can't hear y'all today. I don't know. I don't know. I can't end the live and then restart it. Um, maybe it's just like I say, it's a StreamYard thing. So my apologies to everybody. So y'all can hear him. Yeah, I can't hear him on my end. But this gonna be a short live in a way. Um, but yeah, I couldn't hear him. Colorado don't believe no more. Not really gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because once again, like I said, we only was down 6, 7 points. We only lost by a touchdown. It's the dumb play calling. Believe in dysfunction. One, yeah. So everybody, I mean, most people couldn't hear him. So, um, but like I said, it's gonna be an hour live, and we getting up out of here. You know, the coaching is the issue. Shamura called exactly what Lewis would have called. It looked like last week, exactly like last week. Nothing looked different to me either. Turn your volume. My volume is all the way up. Yeah, I have my volume on high. Still hoping for a bowl game. Yeah, me too. I mean, we can still win a bowl. I mean, we can still get to a bowl season. It's on my end. One. Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, man, it's gonna be a short live. It could be on my end, and I have no control over it because I'm using StreamYard. So I probably will have to end the live and then redo it. So that's just it's unfortunate. But like I said, usually I do these when we have time to really go live. I mean, I want to see what Coach Prime has to say. Is he gonna still make excuses and blame the players, or is he gonna blame the offensive play calling? You know, we keeping it real, man. At this point, I'm keeping it real. Troy says may be able to beat Washington State. They're playing terrible now. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Try to turn to mute on your side. Try to unmute. I mean, I can mute it and then yeah. So I just muted it and then brought it back. So maybe we can try that if y'all want to try it. Tough loss. Still proud of Colorado team. Go Buffaloes. Yeah, I'm still proud that we fought. We fought hard. Shout out to Travis Hunter. He played phenomenal. Um, Xavier Weaver played great. Colorado can't beat IMG Academy. Not true, DJ. Yeah, so most people putting warrants. They gave Oregon State a TD before the half, yes, and they also gave them what was that intentional grounding? They didn't call him, on the quarterback. He just clearly was inside the pocket, but then they said he was under duress. I've never heard that ever. There were some play calls that we didn't get. Shador Sanders had a face mask call that wasn't called. But again, there's no excuses. We still got out coached. It is player effort. I don't believe that Lewis called the right plays from the other coach. Play calling was better than last week. I agree. I do think play calling was a little bit better until the end of the game. There was no sense of urgency. There was no um, sense of urgency to get us, a touchdown at least, so we can try to get back in the game. We just was dragging around, so it was crazy. O-line shuffles backwards when the ball is hiked instead of moving forward for their body. Yeah, we can hear them. Yeah, I couldn't hear them on my end. So it would be kind of weird, to actually have them talk when I don't know what they're talking about. So like I said, it could be on my end. If it's on my end, then my apology. Lack of time management in the fourth quarter. Absolutely. All I know, Pac-12 ain't nothing to play with. CU schedule has been brutal and still more coming. I agree with you 100%. It's crazy. Y'all can hear them. How the Shamor calling the same. Yeah, it's definitely weird on that. The O-line is sorry, straight up. Love the bus, but they're not ready. Period. Yeah, the O-line is definitely. Let me check. Yeah. So everything looked good on my end. I don't know. Kamani was locked in. Yeah, he was. He stepped up and he was able to work with what he was given. Volume is fine. Yeah, the volume is good on my end. I couldn't hear them. Coach Moore was terrible in the NFL. They keep believing in these old. You absolutely right, man. And I hate that I couldn't get you on the live to hear you. I don't know. I really don't know, but you're absolutely correct. He was no different than Coach Lewis. There was no difference. Um, we doing the same thing every week. So it's not coaching, it's the puppies. I'm not upset about the loss. Number two, hurt the defense. Ball and Shadur has no protection. I still believe. Put a one in the chat if y'all believe that we're gonna get to a bowl season. We just gotta win 2 games. Put a one in the chat if y'all believe. Put a two in the chat if you don't believe. I'm just curious to see how y'all feeling. One in the chat if you believe we're gonna have a bowl season. Two, if you guys think it's just a wrap. So we see one, no bowl, two, two, two. So y'all don't believe? I two. It's a lot of y'all that don't believe, man. It's crazy. But I mean, I can understand why y'all feel that way because we haven't made adjustments. But I'm like Diva. I still believe. I still believe. I really do. So shout out to uh, Miss Tia Super Chats. She says, "Keep hope alive." Shadur played his heart out. Still no protection, I believe. Shout out to Mama Tia, man. She's always been great at supporting the channel. And we'll have to definitely do something special for her for sure. But I agree with you 100%. We definitely got to keep the hope alive. I feel like we can still make something happen. You know what I'm saying? We only have to win 2 games, 2 games, and we can be bowl eligible. You know what I'm saying? And so we can beat Arizona. And then, like Love Smooth said, if we can beat Washington State, we have an opportunity. So there's still some hope. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mama T, as I said before. She's hard headed. I tell her all the time she don't have to do what she do, but she always showing love, man. So I definitely thank you. Tabs, they have to play Utah, Washington, and Arizona. So if they have to play Utah, Washington, and Arizona, from what I've seen in this game, we can beat Washington and we can beat Arizona. Don't believe in magic. We're close, man. We're close. We're really close, though. We're really close. We being realistic, they might pull number 2 soon. Sanders on post-game conference. Let me see. Sanders on the post-game conference. So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what he's talking about. 1.6 must be the money. Will not be Arizona or Utah, maybe. The sad part about it is that all the most besides Oregon, most of these teams were beatable. You know what I'm saying? It's just been the lack of play calling and adjustments. Even in the game, the announcer said we couldn't make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? We're just as talented as a lot of these teams that we've been playing week in and week out. The only team that I could say we really, really couldn't step up against is Oregon, in my personal opinion. The remaining teams, I feel like we can beat every one of them. But will we do it? It's highly likely we won't because of the coaching, but this is possible. They don't believe Washington State. Do you think Sean Lewis is better? I didn't see a difference. I really didn't see a difference in this game versus when he calling plays. We wasn't running the ball as much as we should. Um, there wasn't a sense of urgency, the lack of time management. So I can't really say he was better. How do you feel about that, Mike? Do you think he was better? That's a great question. Too late for adjustments, absolutely. And even with personnel decisions, in my personal opinion. Amari and Miller, did you guys hear the announcer say, surprisingly, the game he had against USC, he only had 2 catches since? He was surprised. It's just a lot of things. It's a lot of questions about this team that's confusing. They don't play like they believe. It's not crazy. No changes been made and are not going to be made. That's clear. We do not have the players in the trenches this year. We can't be so fanned out that we can't acknowledge reality of situation. The line has been beat like this literally from game one. You're right. We just got lucky when we beat TCU. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the crossing routes, it was things that like that was killing us. But luckily, the sacks and stuff didn't happen towards the end of the. Well, it's really been all year though. You know what I'm saying? We got away with that TCU game. Why are you putting the cart before the horse? I believe, but I'm also rational. I mean, you know, um, we still have games left. You know what I'm saying? So why would I sit here and say that we won't do anything? You know what I'm saying? When we still have games left, we still have to play. I've never been a quitter. So I'm not gonna sit here and quit on the team. It's still games left. If the reality is at the end of the day, if we win two of the last 3 games, we bowl eligible. So who am I to sit here and say with Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders, who's clearly the best quarterback in college football, that we won't be bowl eligible? You know what I'm saying? We still have games left. But for those that don't believe, they have good points of why of not believing, but I still believe. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and a few, the unity isn't there, real talk. I don't see that. I agree with you. I don't see that unity either. I don't see that brotherhood. When Shador Sanders is getting sacked, I don't see the offensive linemen taking pride into that. I don't see them being angry. I don't see them being in each other's face. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that passion. I don't see that. I see it from Shiloh Sanders, some of the players on the defense side of the ball, offensive players. But I don't see it from a team effort. It's crazy. One, I believe we got time. I believe they need a left tackle fast. But the thing about that, Jermaine, is that we can't pull a left tackle out of the hat. Clearly, we don't have a backup. So why not throw in a tight end on that left side to help that left tackle? They spoke about this the whole entire game, and we clearly didn't do that either. You know what I'm saying? So we clearly know we don't have these position strengths. Why are we not making adjustments around that weakness? That's the problem I have with this team. You know what I'm saying? Why are we not? It's like we still have a football team. You know what I'm saying? So why aren't we doing things as coaches to make adjustments around that weakness? What are you guys going to do about 2? Right now, if you Shador, or if you the coaches, I mean, all you can do is just tell him to hang in there. I mean, what else can you do? Because at the end of the day, he still got to play. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do about that. I believe, but Shador is beat up. The offense is a mess, line play calling. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like Shador should sit out the whole entire season. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing the same type of comments, Um, I mean, it's nothing can be done about that. Definitely don't believe they beating Washington or Utah. I bet 1,000 on that. Washington would beat them 50-7. Wow. 50-7. And I wish I can see what the matter of fact. Okay, so Washington played. We're talking about Washington State, right? That's who we play. And the score right now is 10. So we're talking about Washington State. That's the team we play. We don't play Washington. We play Washington State, and they won 10-7 against Stanford, a team we blew out 29-0 in the first half. And you telling me Washington State is going to beat us 50-7? That's crazy. They just don't got the personnel. I don't believe they will be cool next year. Hold on. They just don't got the personnel. I don't believe they will be cool next year. So you don't think they're gonna be good next year? Or you saying I do believe? Because I mean that'll give him time to get more players and stuff. But your quarterback is hurt. At this point of the season, everybody is hurt. You know what I'm saying? These players that's hurt on other teams as well. It's different between being hurt and injured. When you hurt, you know what I'm saying, it's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? When you injured, you can't play. Shador is hurt, but he's not injured. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So you guys gotta understand it's all on the coaches, really. What you gonna do? Tell Shador he can't play because he's hurt? You know what I'm saying? Get used to it, X-Man. Get used to it. Let's get used to his prime effect. Defense wasn't that bad for once. Offense was not moving the ball. That's what I'm saying. Everybody been very hard on Coach Kelly, and he actually played a great game. You know what I'm saying? If you guys look around the Pac-12, there's a lot of high-scoring games. If that's the case, then every defensive coordinator in the Pac-12 should be fired. You know what I'm saying? That's just what college football is, unless you're Georgia. I mean, if you guys saw the Alabama LSU game, that was a high-scoring game. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this game here was well played for Colorado as far as defense go. Offense just definitely wasn't moving the ball. I believe, but if O-line do get right there, not because the team we go against, he was limping all game. Yeah, I saw that. I saw where he was limping. But if I was the coach, if I would have a conversation with him and ask him, can you play or you don't want to play? You know what I'm saying? If he say I'm good, we're gonna go with it. Football is a tough sport. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what it comes with. Bro really wants to go to a barely made bowl. Can't make this up. Oh, absolutely. I'm rooting for my team. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they can be as successful as they can. You're definitely right on that. If they barely get in there, they get in. Because at the end of the day, getting in, there's no such thing as barely making it to the Super Bowl. Either you make it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if they make it to a bowl, I'm gonna be very happy. Shador needs to heal. He's still holding the ball too long. There are some cases where I do see him holding the ball a long time. Two, they're not giving us a reason to believe. Look at the O-line. The offense is getting worse and worse. Yeah. Some of that I blame on Coach Prime a little bit, but at the same time, you guys got to also understand he had to revamp a team that was 1-11. So it's hard to go and replace every position. You know what I'm saying? And then they took away Tyler Brown from us. You know what I'm saying? So we still have spots that we was trying to work with. So it's just unfortunate. But hopefully next season we have Tyler Brown As I said before, we just signed Isaiah, you know, 6'5" offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? If we get some more help, we'll be a team, a dangerous team. We young as well. Hopefully some coaching changes. So let me catch up and see what y'all are saying, man. Happy with Kelly's adjustments and gradual reduction in points allowed. Defense takeaways. It's chess, not checkers. Run the ball early to keep the defense honest. Pass when they open up, then bring it home with the run pass. Yeah, that's how it always been. He said it himself. There's no leadership. This game was lost on the plays. I agree with you 100%, Diane. This game was definitely lost on the plays, for sure. We missed the opportunity. Rebuilding year, Stanford lost hurt, have to beat Washington State and maybe Arizona, but offense has to wake up. Yes. That's the weird part about it. You know what I'm saying? Is that our offense is the team. Is at first in the beginning of the year it was defense. Now it's offense. Arizona is beating UCLA with 3 minutes left. That's great. That's great. But you also have to understand we did compete with UCLA as well a little bit. I feel like those games going to be tight for sure. You're definitely right on that, Troy. You have a great point. Talented, yes. Leaders, no. They not as talented and too small. Yeah, I have noticed the size is a big deal. When we compare these guys to other players, the size is definitely a big deal. I say they only won them games because of no film. I say they only won them games because of no film. These players have talent but no fight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of them definitely don't have that hungriness. This game was lost right before this game. I don't know what you mean on that. I was hoping Style would get a couple reps, but Coach Mo was too fast with them shots. Yeah, I saw that. Y'all had a really hard schedule. It's gonna get even harder because we're moving up to the Big Ten next year. So it ain't gonna get any easier. And then you have players that's transferring all over the place. So the schedule's gonna be hard from here on out. DJ says Oregon is the only game we should have lost. There's no excuse. Oregon was yes, absolutely. That's the only game I could say we really did get smashed. Every other game, in my opinion, been coaching turnovers or something like that. Holding, not blocking. Pain shots tears the body up and open door for pain relief. Well, yeah, that's a very good educative comment. But I can tell you right now, pain shots go on in football at this level and on up to NFL level. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but players that's hurt get those shots to continue playing, during this time of the year. This is towards the end of the year, so um, that's just how it is. Now if you're injured, as I said before, you can't do that, because you're injured. But if you're hurt, you have players that definitely take pain shots and, other kind of pain relief to be able to play. Because a lot of times you got guys that's trying to get their incentives. You got guys that's trying to get to the league, and so. And as I said before, it's towards the end of the year, so this is just how it is. The team seems like they lack unity sometimes. I agree. Shador is hurt and can't make happen like the first few weeks. I mean, did you see the game? Did you see the game? The last two drives, Shador scored a touchdown against the top 25 team. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say he can't make it happen. You know, because he did do something with what he was given. The team CU beats could say the same thing except Nebraska. Keep on believing. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, everybody have their own opinion. You know, but I'm not gonna let you guys get me to change my opinion as far as how far we're gonna go because we still have games left. You know, now if we don't go, I can remember these names of y'all that said we're not going anywhere, and I can say y'all was right. But right now, you know, it's still going on. The season going on, so I got a chance to prove y'all wrong for the ones that don't believe. I just, you know, want to see some changes made, but this game was lost right at the end of the second quarter. All we needed to do. Yes, I agree with you 100%. The TCU game was their best game. Bro, stop. The game was not close. And what was the score? Like 26-19, and it wasn't close. Number 2 is hurt to win. Run, short, quick passes, switch places. I agree with Wanda going backwards. That's not attacking. Yeah, we didn't see much running either. We didn't see much running. I saw a couple times where we ran a dive with Dylan Edwards, which was kind of weird. You know, it's at his size. Why is he running in between the tackles? You know, where his strength is on the outside. Mama Tia, shout out to Mama Tia. She says, can I give another trajectory? Imagine if Shador was 100%. I believe it would have been wrecking force. I agree with you 100%. If we had Shador Sanders at 100%, definitely would have been possibly another different outcome. You know what I'm saying? Think about what he's doing hurt. You know, for those that have been saying Shador is hurt, he's hurt. Think about what he could have done if he was 100%. He would probably been able to run around the pocket. You know, he was still doing that engine, but he would have been able to do it more effectively. So I agree with you 100%. Yeah, definitely was horrible. It got to the point where it was hard for me to watch, Mike. No line, no bowl. I saw the difference in short routes, which was a positive, but abandoning the run too soon. Yes. You know, very good comment. I noticed a lot of the women know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're talking with sense, you know. And I agree with her 100%. You know what I'm saying? When we got away from the run game, we made it obvious that we're passing, and with a 50, 60% healthy quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It was easy for them. Never too late. Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. The season's still going on. They made adjustments by making sure that Sean Lewis don't call the play calling. So it's definitely never too late. Everyone keeps saying Shador is playing hurt, yet we are so pass heavy on offense, run the ball. Y'all are a good team, but the unrealistic expectations are rough. I can't say it's I can't say. I mean, if we lose every single game, the last 3 games, we still accomplish what a lot of y'all said we wouldn't accomplish. It's still a win, you know, 4 times better than where we was before, you know. So what do we have to lose? You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna go up from here. Yeah, but you got to be real. The coaches and the players are not good enough. Just think about that though. If the coaches and the players not good enough, and we competing with teams that's already been built years and years, and this is just our first year, then I mean, shouldn't that tell you how close we are? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what you just said. If we only lost by 7 points, 6, 7 points against this team, top 25 team, and the coaches and the players are not good enough, and we able to hang around this long, how do you think we're gonna be when we can get the players and make a few coaching changes? Tone it down and ride it out. It ain't gonna happen, my brother. Keep dreaming. Colorado sucks, man. I mean, where are the believers? I'm reading a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Um, Best thing on the staff is Travis Hunter, the relievers, Coach Kelly. Why not use Mikey Harrison tight end? I don't know. I absolutely do not understand that one either. Why? I mean, he was doing great this season. Then he disappeared. It's like the players that do good end up being disappeared for some reason. We're gonna do about 15 more minutes and we up out of here. This is painful. Not confusing to me. Coach Prime offensive coaches not with him. It's obvious. That's another thing that's you just never know. You never know what's going on. That's why it's important for Coach Prime to kind of readdress a lot of those things in the offseason. Bring in Warren Sapp. See if you can talk Terrell Owens to start coaching. You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever you got to do. Get people that really believe. You know what I'm saying? And then build from there. I think you're right. They're very similar. It's not coaching guys. It's player effort. They don't play angry. They definitely don't play angry. I do think I disagree with you as far as the coaches. I do think the coaches, I hold them accountable as well. But as far as them not playing angry, I noticed that, there's only a few that really, really play angry. From what I see, we don't really know if they playing angry or not because we're watching from TV. But we can just say that they don't play with that passion. You know what I'm saying? They're not more passionate on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really know if they're angry or not. We can't, we're not actually on the field with them, but they don't play with that passion for sure. Got to put a lot on head coach, whether he deserves it or not. Yeah, definitely does put a lot of them on a winner. This is not just a head coach. This is a head coach that's used to winning. Saying this is a head coach that only knows winning. So definitely put a lot on him. I think it was a little better. If it's working, they change it. If it's not working, they rinse and repeat. I don't get it. Yes, I do not understand. It's just like even with the personnel, when it's working, they still change it. It's like if you throw in Kamani McLean and he out there balling, the next play they take him out. You throw out Alton McCaskill, he runs for 5 yards, 6 yards, they take him out. You know what I'm saying? You throw in Amarian Miller, he makes an amazing catch or have an amazing game, and he's not playing the next game. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that either, TCU had no current film. Now teams do. Yeah, and it makes it harder for sure. Something is off with this team. Shador is not the best QB in college football. He is way down the list. Wow. We're talking about a quarterback with no offensive lineman that's doing what he's doing, and you mean to tell me he's not the best? Put it like this. I guarantee you, I watched the USC game. You give Shador Sanders that offensive lineman where Caleb Williams is, I don't know if you know this, but he has the longest time in the pocket in any FBS. If you don't believe me, look it up. You mean tell me you get Shador that? He wouldn't be the best? Come on now. Come on, Steve. Yes, new team, new coaches. I'm for it. I'm for it. They don't have a real tight end. They have Micah Harrison. I don't know why they haven't been using them. Defensive is headed in the right direction. I agree with that. They looked good and they did their job. Offense is a coaching issue. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Slick Media. Jada is better at left tackle. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some different people on the offensive line. We cannot get any players this season, but we can put 7 bodies on the line. Absolutely. That's the problem that I have. It's not the personnel's problem. It's not the fact that the offensive line suck. It's the fact that the coach is not doing things to make it a little bit better. At least show me. You know what I'm saying? Put a tight end on both sides to help the offensive lineman. Throw in a fullback. Put Shedeur Sanders on the center. Like, do things to help block or help at least give a little bit time. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see that. We don't see any effort from the coaches as far as making that change. I agree. I'm not sure. I saw someone on another page saying for smoking. I don't know what that's about. They don't have an identity. That's also true. They definitely don't have an identity. And I thought when we beat TCU, that would have been that game. New players, your wide receiver can't get open, and the QB and the wide receivers are not on the same page. Bad tackling, bad angle, over pursue. I mean, don't step in the pocket. Yeah, I can't really blame the defense this game as much as I can the offense. Week after week, we are saying the same thing about OC not making adjustments. You're right. And we had a new offensive coordinator this time, and it looked at the same. It looked at like we should have just kept Sean Lewis. When playing any team sport, when you see the other team screaming at each other, you know you have won. I can agree to that. Any sport, any team sport, when you see that passion of guys that really is hungry and want to win, you know 9 times out of 10 that team is going to do what they got to do to win. And, give me the team that's going to show the most passion than the team that's the most talented. You know what I'm saying? That's even with betting. I'd rather bet on a team that's 0-11 than a team that's 11-0 if they really is as hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff matter. He's taking pain shots, though. Yeah, definitely. I guarantee you he ain't the only one. I promise you. I have a lot of problems with this team. They should have better linemen next year. No, he's injured. Shedeur seemed detached from the team. Sometimes it's a weird team dynamic. I pray it get better. It's sad to watch. Can you blame him? Think about it. Can you blame him? If I was Shedeur or if you were Shedeur and you was playing this game where you are probably one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, and you watching your offensive linemen, you're the most sacked in all FBS, so that means you're taking all the pain and bruises, bumps, bruises. You mean to tell me you wouldn't feel some type of way? You know what I'm saying? And that's just a question. It's not me being, rude or anything. I'm just saying, can you put yourself in his shoes? Like, do you think it would make you feel the same way? Because me, on the other hand, it would really, really piss me off. It would make me get into the offensive lineman's face. And I would probably curse them out. I would tell them they trash at that point because it's like I'm getting beat up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I just give Shedeur a lot of credit for the way he's handling these things from what I see. I don't see him doing what I just got through saying. Even in the press conferences, I don't see him, blaming the offensive lineman. He always saying it's me, it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? So He's very, very mature than how I would be. Because I would be just like my father, Coach Prime, when he said it's the offensive lineman. We need to build the offensive lineman. Coach Prime even came out with it last week, and I would have, as a quarterback, I would have probably did the same. We compete every game. It's the O line. MAGDOG, when you going to the Buffs game? Man, I'm trying to get to the next game, Arizona. Um, that's the next one. I think that's who we play next. The next home game. Your mic. So can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. We got about 8 more minutes left. Anyway, so it really don't even matter. It's the same thing every week, man. Same thing. We got a super chat. Shout out to Jimmy Cleveland on the super chat. He said, Mag Dog, I think we're going to be fine. When Shadur gets healthy and OC gets caught up, then it'll show. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, Jimmy. I'm not finna sit here and say that we won't get some things corrected. The same thing similar that happened at Jackson State, Coach Prime first year. Everybody was starting to say, oh look at what's going on. People was complaining, people was bragging, and I mean, Coach Prime always had haters his whole life. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, they have a right to feel the way they feel because we've been playing horrible. But just don't forget what Coach Prime did at Jackson State that second year. So that's all I'm saying. So Sean Lewis is talking to the media. Y'all tripping. CU defense was balling. They can only do so much when the offense ain't scoring. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Mag Dog, this is the reason that I like your vlog. Your comment about CU new team compared to long standing other teams and then only lose by 1 or 2 TDs. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I believe in this team. Yeah, definitely. Even if we got a lot of non-believers, that's cool. Y'all didn't believe before the season. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that y'all showing your true colors because majority of y'all was in here talking about Colorado is going to do this, they're going to do that when we beat TCU. Now all of a sudden, a lot of y'all switching up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And I know some of y'all. I remember names. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know, Love Moves is a genius. Why is 69 still starting at left tackle? Great question. Great question. Defense was balling tonight. Yeah, they definitely was balling. So recruits gonna think long and hard after what Coach Lewis has said to the media. Recruits gonna think long. What did he say? What did Coach Lewis say? If you're still in the live, Rhonda, what did Coach Lewis say? What did he say for the recruits to think long and hard? I want to see what you say. I'm skipping past. Suspect. So what did he say? Magna, I'm not sure if you say my chat. Lewis told ESPN Chris Conley that Coach Prime would not allow him to take the football out of Shador's hand or he'd get yelled at. Wow. Wow. That's huge. That right there is how you get that's how you get exit. That's how you get fired off the team, for making that type of statement. If he said that, that's huge. And if he said that, as much as I love Coach Prime, when we not running the ball. You know what I'm saying? And Shador had the ball in his hand, just like Stafford game up 29-0. Second half, we throwing the ball as if we down 29-0. So, I mean, Coach Lewis do have a good point. And there's one right there, man, where it's not good. It's not good at all. Wow. Shout out to Mama Tia. I know this for a fact. It's true. If it came from her, that's crazy. How y'all feel about that? Let's see how y'all feel about that one. That's crazy right there. Mic check. Let me see. What about now? Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Mic check. Let's see. Can y'all hear me now? Is it better? Still can't. What about now? Put a 1 if you can hear me. Let's see. Oh, good. Yeah. So, how do y'all feel about Coach Lewis? Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate it. How do you guys feel about Coach Lewis making that statement? Yeah, definitely, definitely appreciate y'all, man. I need to figure out how I can make some of y'all moderators. I'm working on that. Johnny, yeah, that's crazy. Hey, StreamYard been tripping. That's why I tried to add some of y'all to the live, and it didn't even allow y'all to speak. It's just tripping today. If you think about it, though, it would kind of make sense as to why Evelyn the world is wondering about CU running game. You're right on that, Rhonda. I just hate to think like this, but if it came from a coach, we have to, we have to, especially as reporters and journalists, we have to, take that into account. You know, I may be one of the only few that's gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna say if that's true, that's BS. You know what I'm saying? Because that would sound more like it's all about my son than the team, if that's true. He should not have. Yeah, that's something you keep in the locker room. You don't go and say that on ESPN. Confirm the statement. You're absolutely right. Confirm that. But no. Actually, no, you don't have to confirm that one, man, because Mama Tia, man, she 100 with it. If she said it, it's true. Now, if that came from somebody else, I have to confirm it. But trust me, Mama Tia, she be on it, man. He's out. Yeah, he out. Hey, he out. Lewis is out of there. Yeah, I agree with y'all 100%. If it's true, it explains everything with the old line. Man, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. If this is true, this is huge. It definitely could impact the offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, think about what can go on. You know what I'm saying, as a defense. Because especially if you know Shador is going to throw the ball 100 times a game, it makes it harder on the offensive lineman. So that means that I'm just saying, if Coach Kelly, I'm not questioning Mama T. I'm telling y'all, man, if she said it, it's legit. It's 100. But I'm just telling you guys, if Coach Kelly, I mean not Kelly, if Coach Lewis is keeping it 100, then um, it's hard for him to actually call great calls when you have a head coach that won't allow you to call it the correct way. So that's crazy. It's in a alleged statement from Lewis. ESPN reported, yeah. Yeah, I have some diehard supporters, man. I see the names of people that's confirming it, so I don't even have to go and look. Trust me, man. I know the real supporters in here. Confirm it first, right? That's real. Man, y'all Dion fans are the only ones who couldn't see it. It's obvious he stat padding for Shador. He was never going to get Heisman at JSU. Hey, I can't argue with that, especially now that Coach Lewis done said it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. I'm never gonna go against something that's factual, you know, if that's true. I love the Buffs. I love my Buffs, but they come out playing cold. Yeah, they do. They come out playing very slow, and then they start trying to pick it up towards the end of the game. So we passed that 30 minute, that extra 30 minutes, but we're gonna do a little bit more time. I see y'all coming in fast, and we're gonna get out of here. I usually hate these late games because with the late games, we don't play our best, and then we be up late doing a post game live. But I see y'all is definitely up. Shamor did a great job. Shador didn't do a great job, but then again, he's hurt. Yeah, but I mean, if Coach Lewis is correct about what he said, um, kind of can put it on yourself a little bit. Not Shador. I'm just saying uh, the Buffs as a whole. You know, if that's true. It starts with the O line. Unfortunately, we don't have one, and that's a focus that has to happen. Especially if you want to throw the ball 100 times a game, and when your offensive coordinator, trying to run the ball, and you still want to throw it, you better make sure you got an offensive lineman, right? Y'all got to wake up and see that Coach Prime was only just advertising his sons. Here, y'all, nothing more. We're rocking with you till the wheels fall off. Oh yeah, absolutely, Mama Tia, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. I'm rocking with y'all as well. You know, but when you brought it to me as far as with Coach Lewis, I ain't even have to turn on. You ain't see me look up to the TV once at one bit because I already knew it was 100% confirmed when you and Rhonda made that statement. Yeah, yeah, he's upset. He's definitely upset. Shade, what's going on with you? Tell us what was said. Well, they saying that Coach Lewis was he made a statement on live ESPN. All you got to do go watch his press conference, and you will hear where he said there was times where he tried to run the ball, and Coach Prime yelled at him, because he wanted the ball in Shador's hands. If that's, I'm saying, not the fact that he didn't say it, because I'm telling you guys right now, I'm 100% sure he said it, but I'm saying if he's telling the truth, then he has a great point. That tells me a lot about the offensive lineman. That tells me a lot about why Shador Sanders is banged up. And it tells me why Coach Sean Lewis looks bad as a play caller. This is huge. If this is true, this is huge. This will tell me everything. The answers will be answered. I mean, the questions will be answered for me if this is true. Now I won't be so confused because at first I was very, very confused with what could be going on with so much talent we have. But if this is true, this is enough for me to know. But that's something you won't hear me speak about because that there can get you fired. That can get you out of there. This is the only live where you guys gonna hear my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? That's something you keep in the locker room. Where was all this Prime putting Shador head of team at talk at JSU? Y'all know Prime don't need to do that because Shador is that good. we're just going off of what Coach Kelly is saying. Coach Kelly is in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and he's a coach. You know what I'm saying? Was a former head coach at Kent State. He was a former head coach. So I mean, who are we as Colorado supporters to question the offensive coordinator? You know what I'm saying? We have to at least, but I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I love Coach Prime. I love Colorado. I'm going to still root for them. But at the same time, when Kamani say things like it's politics, when offensive coordinator saying things like that, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to take it into consideration because I'm not there. If I was there, then I can be like, well, I don't know, guys. That's not true. Or that's true. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm on the outside looking in, I can't do nothing but go with what I hear. He got demoted. Recruits want to play for Coach Prime. He was demoted for a reason. That statement is not true. Bill Connolly said this was his unfounded theory. He did not speak directly to Sean Lewis. Google it. He tweeted that out. It is unfounded theory. Okay, so it's something Bill Connolly making up. I'm gonna check it out after this live, and I'm gonna see, and we'll talk about it for sure in the upcoming lives. That ain't no doubt about it. I always said something was not right internally. Yeah, I even said the same thing. Something ain't adding up. Written ESPN statement. Oh yeah, definitely. If it's written ESPN statement, it's facts. Like I said, just watch the practice on well off. Shador gets too much pampering, bro. You got to put in the work. I don't think Coach Prime making Shador put in the paperwork. I mean, proper work. Some of that is true, but unfortunately, quarterbacks do get the better treatment. But I mean, some of that is true. It's on Sports Illustrated, so okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mama Tia, she confirmed it, so I had already knew it was facts. So she sent it to the email. Okay, so let's see. Finna check it out. Let's see. She sent it to the email. Yep, so I have it. It's true. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told y'all, man. One thing about Mama Tia, man, she be on it. You know what I'm saying? I never question her. She sent it to the email. So for those that's trolling, you know what I'm saying? Just calm down with the trolling, man. I just got through seeing it. Agendas, man. I want MAGDOG not to fall for the banana in the tailpipe because I respect him and love his content. Oh, absolutely. You ain't got to worry about me falling for that at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna fall for the little bait that they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Definitely not falling for it. What happened? Yeah, just go watch the press conference from all you just gotta do watch the press conferences. Can't agree more. Go Buffs. I can't wait till Warren Sapp's join the coaching staff. Me neither. I can't wait. I definitely can't wait as well. A YouTuber made up that on his page earlier, the conspiracy theory dude, but he didn't read the article. Juju only got one play and then he disappeared. That's what I'm saying. I do not understand that. And just like Kamani, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Charmaine, another long time supporter that's always chiming in. And she's absolutely correct, man. These players be disappearing and have me wondering if they even playing. You know what I'm saying? I made a video this week asking where's Kamani McLean, and some of y'all was like, he's right there in the video at such and such. I'm seriously so serious. I didn't see him. It's times where players just disappear. It's crazy. Like what's the plan? Like what's going on? Is it more going on than what we know? Shador is a pro style quarterback. Sean Lewis is an RPO type coach. It was never going to work. Go back and watch Kent State. But how when it worked against TCU? It worked against USC. We rallied back. It worked against Stanford. You know what I'm saying? It worked the last two possessions in this game we just watched. Even though, of course, that wasn't Coach Lewis calling the plays, but I can't say that's factual. Okay, so a lot of people saying it's a theory. Well off is not everything. They do it for our entertainment. I mean, well off is everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially for someone like myself, he's showing for you guys as well. I mean, we're able to see what goes on behind closed doors. So, I mean, I can't say he's not everything. He's the only thing. I mean, the only YouTuber to change the game when we're able to get inside footage besides Hard Knocks in the NFL, where we can get inside footage of what goes on in football. So to say that well off is not everything is crazy. Even in well off footage, Sean Lewis doesn't seem engaged. I noticed that as well. I said the staff is dysfunctional. It starts with Coach Prime. You're going about this the right way. Definitely, yeah, definitely. It says theory. It's not real. It's not trolling. It literally says my theory. Yeah. So I mean, even if it's theory, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that let's just take all of that out of the equation. At the end of the day, the offense is still not making adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So whether Coach Lewis said it or not, if he didn't say it, and it's cool. If he did it doesn't change. At the end of the day, our offense is still not making adjustments, and we are 3 more games away from the season being over with. So even if it's fake, I see everybody saying it's fake, and all that. I don't care. At the end of the day, the offense needs to make adjustments. Why are the dogs on the sidelines? That's what we need to talk about. Let's change the subject. All that's over with now. Why the dogs is not in the game? Why Marion Miller is not in the game? Why he only in the game a couple plays and he disappeared? Why is the what you call it, the commentary people, the announcers, why are they seeing the same things that me and Charmaine is seeing in the game? If you guys watch the game, a lot of y'all will be able to hear the same thing. They're saying the same thing. Did you guys not hear the announcers say Amari Miller dominated USC? Surprisingly, he only has 2 catches. That's because he haven't been playing. Had me wondering if more players was exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this is one of the most confusing teams I've ever watched in my entire life. There are so many players in the same spot, everybody getting a chance to step up, but they need to be consistent when they are making plays. What happened to Travis J, another player? I mean, we're talking about players right now, personnel. You know what I'm saying? Well off is trash. I mean, he can't be trash. You know what I'm saying? How can he be trash when like I said, you just trolling. MAGDOG, which CU Bucks have the best chances of NFL tryouts? Oh man. It's gonna definitely come from the skill position. Xavier Weaver, I'm not sure. I think he can actually enter the draft. So Xavier Weaver, um, there's definitely some CU buffs that can get some NFL tryouts. I wouldn't even be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and I see Shador Sanders hit the draft. You know what I'm saying? Because if we can't protect them, why risk your career when the offensive line ain't blocking for you? You know what I'm saying? But I know he said he want to come back. That's what Coach Prime said, but it wouldn't surprise me in a bit. But there's some players definitely NFL tryout worthy. You have Pro Day. You have NFL Combine. I think that's what you're really probably talking about, NFL invites. But yeah, I do believe a lot of players could have NFL tryouts. Shiloh, you know, um, there's definitely some players for sure. Can't believe new OC calling plays and still doesn't incorporate the running game though. Something ain't right. Yes, I agree. When I saw the same plays in this game, I was really wondering why they. It's just weird. It's weird. This whole situation is confusing to me too. Because I was watching the game, I was like, is Sean Lewis still calling the plays? Is this a trick? You know what I'm saying? They showing him on the sideline doing signals, and the plays is exactly like it was last week. Are they trying to throw off their opponent? You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking all those type of things. It was weird. Was he really not calling the plays? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just saying it wasn't different. Maybe it was a trick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Y'all know more than me. At this point. Everything is weird to me. We got unfounded theories. We have, you know, uh, it's crazy. Yeah, y'all don't understand how confused I am. Don't go after well-off media is because of Dion Jr. All these vloggers have taken off. Dion has fed everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach Prime, well-off media, the Sanders family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if it wasn't for those people, the Sanders, you guys wouldn't even be in the comments. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know I exist. To be honest with you guys, this channel, if you go all the way back, you would see this channel was specifically for traveling. You know what I'm saying? Overseas traveling. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So to say well off media is trash is um it's insane. It's just to me it's pure hate. You know what I'm saying? I can hear optimistic. Deion Sanders not feeding nobody but himself and his family. I mean, if that's what you call it, you know what I'm saying? I've never been the type to boast and brag, you know, um, about what the Deion Sanders family or the positions that I'm in. But I can tell you guys right now, with me being this little YouTuber, hey, everything looking good as far as my channel go. You know what I'm saying? It's all because of Dion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed to give the man credit. It's all because of well-off media. You know what I'm saying? They're a blessing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're a blessing to college football. Advertisements going up. You guys are talking about it at what 1:51 a.m. You guys are rolling with the comments, whether it's good or bad. At the end of the day, you guys are here. You know what I'm saying? So if Dion wasn't all this and all that, why are we talking about Dion at 1:51 a.m. Central? I mean, let's keep it real. You guys are here because of Dion. You know, and I've never been the type to sit here and talk like this. You guys know I'm real humble, but I mean, when I see these type of comments, you know what I'm saying? It's time to kind of Let it be known. Like, let's keep it real. I can understand Coach Prime has some things to work on as a coach, but to sit here and say that Deion Sanders is not doing this or not doing that and he's trash, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna probably get some of y'all kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to do that because again, I'm somebody that like to give fair chances. You know, I like to let everybody have their own opinion, whether it's good, it's bad. If you're trolling, I mean, maybe you want to troll. Maybe that's how you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all going a little too far with it because you're not being real with yourself. But saying things like "well off is trash," "Deion is trash," it ain't gonna be tolerated on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it respectful. If you want to say Coach Prime is not doing this or not doing that, that's cool. But we ain't finna start bashing, um, Coach Prime. We're not finna start um, calling him Deion. You know, that's disrespectful. I ain't gonna tolerate it. Let's see. Shout out to Mama Tia. She says, "We know you're tired of talking about it." I'm talking about Junior. No one in the chat wasn't talking about bus before now. Thanks for riding with us. Get breakfast from IHOP. Absolutely. Shout out to Mama T on the super chat. At the end of the day, man, Colorado is still on fire. Whether you guys want to hate or not, we still on fire, man. The whole bus entire the fan base, the YouTubers, the players. At the end of the day, y'all making us blow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about everybody, not just YouTubers, not just the players, not just the coaches, not just the fans. You're making Colorado where they are right now the best. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. We're a team that's 4-5, and y'all talking about us at 153 Central. You know what I'm saying? How many teams? Think about it. When were you guys talking about Colorado last year? Y'all crazy. Hey, I appreciate all of y'all, man. Shout out to Johnny Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? Showing love to the channel, man. He a lover for Colorado as well. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, y'all can't stop this hustle. You know, y'all can't stop this hustle, man. We coming. You know, and I ain't even gonna say we coming. We here. You know, at the end of the day, we here. You know, I mean, yeah, put the go buffs in the chat, man. Let's override these trolls, man. Put the go buffs in the chat, and we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this live at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Put the go buffs in the chat. That's what I want to see. Shout out to Mama Tia. She said, "I know that's right, Johnny Swag. All of us are equal in essence. Absolutely. Can't stop what God is that has for this team, this coach. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe a lot of y'all look at us rolling in. Go Buffs. Go Buffs. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we still believe, you know? Look at the Skull Buffs, man. We overriding them trolls. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what matters the most. We ain't gonna lose no sleep. I'm finna sleep like a baby at 2 a.m. Central. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know where the Buffs gonna be next season. Next season, we gonna be somewhere, you know what I'm saying, where we're finna win a national championship. And the same people that's trolling gonna be making excuses. Oh, it's rigged. That's their favorite word. It's rigged. It's paid off. You know what I'm saying? But wait a minute, you were just saying these things last season. Absolutely, DW. Half of these people never played football in their life. You know what I'm saying? Half of these people never coached football. Half of these people, they don't even really know anything about football. But you see the Go Buffs. I mean, these different names. These ain't the same people. We still riding. If it wasn't nighttime, I'd show y'all, man. I'm still riding around with a Colorado bus flag, car flag. So when you see the Mustang behind you, growling, it's me. Yeah, we still riding. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna keep hating at the end of the day, but y'all talking about us. Go Buffs. Same. I mean, these different people. JSU. Shout out to JSU alumni in the house. You know what I'm saying? Putting on for the Buffs. That's all we come in and tell. This full 3 minutes is just Go Buffs. That's the only thing we talking about now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I want to see in the chat. Let them haters read Skull Buffs, Coach Prime, love. You know what I'm saying? All positivity. That's how we're gonna end this live. You feel me? Keep them coming. Yeah, keep them coming. Absolutely, absolutely. Go Buffs. Oh yeah, that's all I want to see. The good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They play great defense. You know what I'm saying? And Shador wasn't even 100%, and he still almost beat the top 25 team. But Dion's quote unquote is trash. I just never heard. I heard it all tonight. 99% love Coach Prime. Yes, absolutely. 99% wish they was Coach Prime. 99% of these people wish they was Coach Prime. And I'm one of them. I wish I was Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? World champion, Super Bowl champion. Y'all a trip, man. Y'all really a trip. Next season, we definitely gonna. Oh, absolutely. We still believe. Oh yes, go Buffs, man. 2 more minutes. That's all it is. If you guys stop by the channel, I definitely appreciate you guys. I'm literally sitting here for this whole entire 2 minutes. All I want to see is Go Buffs on the screen. That's it. Matter of fact, and I also want to see shout out to Well Off Media. You know what I'm saying? Give Well Off Media some love, man. They received a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Well Off Media, there's no MAGDOG TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely give credit. You know, whenever I see that man, I'm gonna walk up to him, shake his hand, say, "Hey man, you're showing so much love." You know what I'm saying? You realize if Well Off Media was trash, when I'm giving my analyst, he could be like, "Man, why are you using my stuff? Why are you using some of my stuff?" You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, he's a brother. I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of brothers in this world that hate to see other brothers come up. I don't never see Well Off Media copyrighting any content that I use from him. You know, you realize how many of you guys was commenting, "Oh, why are you copying Well Off Media content? Or why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" You realize Well Off Media still see that to this day, and he still show love. You know what I'm saying? And hey, at the end of the day, like I said, y'all can't stop the hustle. You know, so we Skull Buffs. And make sure you guys, man, sleep well. We got NFL coming up tomorrow. Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys know I'm a Philly fan, so I'm gonna make sure that I can be well rested for that game. And we're gonna sign out. I hate to have to kind of let that humble side go. You guys know I'm very humble, man. I believe when you humble and you thankful for what you have, more things come. You know what I'm saying? So I would never allow you, some of you trolls, to even allow me to give you attention. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's Skull Buffs. And we're gonna end it on Mama Tia. We're gonna end it on her comment right here. She says Colorado Buffs has already won. Did you guys read that? We all gonna read together, even the trolls. I know you're sitting back reading. You know what I'm saying? Colorado Buffs has already won. They continue to get up. Shador had a stellar post-game review. So make sure you guys check it out. I bet it was phenomenal. And we're going to get ready for this upcoming game against Arizona, Washington State, and whoever else, Utah, whoever else it be. We're going to win 2 out of the 3 games, get to the bowl season, And we're gonna keep them trolls around a little longer, man, because without you guys, me, Well Off Media, Coach Prime, the supporters, we all wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys. Have a great morning/night. Get you some rest. It is 1 a.m. Central Time. You should be asleep.